Hey everyone, this is Jennifer, and today we're going to be organizing stickers. So about twice a year, I try to make sure everything is in order. As I head into my July start planners, this is definitely one of the times that I like to do that, and I wanted to share with you how I organize my PlannerKate collection. Something you need to know about me is that I don't ever get rid of a PlannerKate sticker sheet. I keep them all, even if they are like a specific planner brand kit like Hobonichi Weeks. I'm not currently using a Hobonichi Weeks, but I save my stickers because I feel like, one, they tend to be versatile enough that I can use them in any of my planners, but also with how impulsive I can be, sometimes I end up switching back to the planner and then I still have my stickers. So let's talk about tools first. I'll put a B-roll up for you, but I keep all of my PlannerKate organization that is not being used, so any extra albums and stuff, in this plastic tote in my craft closet. And so I did just pull this out because I think I'm going to need that. PlannerKate also makes these albums in different sizes and binders. I'm going to show you all of those today. And then for my labeling, some of them I'm not going to relabel because I have old PlannerKate labels that work just fine. Others, I want the label to be very specific for me personally. And so I've used two different options here. This is the Kodak Memo Shot Era. This does Bluetooth to your phone and you can print pictures or labels. Of course, today I'm using it for labels, so I'm just going to remove this one that I have ready. I'm going to need that. But this one prints, a larger size, and you'll see that when I show you those binders or albums. This can also take pictures itself, so you just point and click the camera button. I love this. I think it's worth every penny, and it does print in black and white. You've probably seen it in some of my journaling videos, and I like that it's black and white only for pictures because I just kind of dig that vibe. Okay, the other thing that I have been using to print labels are these smaller labels. This also Bluetooths to your phone. Very, very user-friendly. I'm going to rip that off so I have those for later, but you can see like the size comparison. So this was the Memo Shot. This is the little Nimbot printer, but I use my Nimbot at work a lot and it's so portable that it's easy to do that. But I like having those two size options. I will link both of these. I purchased them both on Amazon, but they're quite the pair. Okay, so let's look at this first. This is my Go With Me Everywhere album that has my current kits in it. So I have my June kits ready to go, and then just the sheets that I use all the time when I'm not in my house. But I did print off just a little label for this one. And this is going to say, I think it's the first one I did. Oh, maybe second. On the Go Favorite. So I printed off two of those. I'm going to put this up here in the corner. And then I'm going to put this one on the spine. Insert some B-roll here too, but I keep all of my albums and binders on a cube shelf. And so having them labeled on the spine is really important because then I can quickly grab what I need to grab. Okay, so that one is done. So this is like part 2 of the Listen and We Don't Judge sticker challenge situation from Jennifer. These two I'm going to leave the same. These are the Jen Plans font. Looks like I have some filing to do. That happens quite frequently. But if you have been around PlannerKate for a while, you know this was like the first custom font that she offered, was the Jen Plans font. And I love Jen Plans font, so I have them in black and rainbow color. I have 2 of those going, and they're already labeled with PlannerKate labels, so I don't need to do anything there. But this is the medium size binder that holds her standard sticker sheets. She also has a smaller option. These are in the new clear frosted covers, which I've kind of picked up a couple of these because I kind of like this. But I don't mind the mix of, you'll see I have like navy and pink and teal. That part doesn't bother me. They don't all need to be the same. But this is the smaller album, and it holds the bold script stickers, and that was the first one. Maybe not, I'm losing my mind. There it is, bold scripts. So that's how I have that labeled. I kind of had to break these down because like these are the PlannerKate Rainbow and the PlannerKate Earth, which you're going to see that I have a separate PlannerKate Rainbow and a PlannerKate Earth binder. But this is just broken down a little bit further, narrowed down into those specific scripts. So I haven't used these on the side of these small albums. So let's see how this is going to hold up. There's just a little bit of overhang. That doesn't bother me. We'll see if it's going to stay put. All right, so that is labeled and ready to go. I'm going to set this disc thing to the side because I'm going to need that a little bit later. Okay, let's see what else we have here in my massive pile. All right, this one. So again, the medium size album in the pink stripe. Some of these are on sale, which, you know, I'm going to link all of this for you guys. But this just holds my anytime kits, or before she called them anytime kits, this was mini kit 310. That shows you how old some of my stickers are, but it's a birthday kit that I thought I could use any time of the year. Same with this graduation kit. That's a 200 SKU, so super old. But I'll just flip through here so you can see some of these anytime kits. And then I did just print a small option for this binder as well. There we go, anytime kits. And I'm going to put my label again up in the top right. And then this one's got a larger spine. This one has a larger spine, so I shouldn't have any overhang when I put that down. So that is my anytime album. Let's see if I can find a difference in these two. So you have like a large, a medium, and a small album, and you also have 1/2 inch and 1 inch spine. So obviously this holds more. I think this was 40 sheets and maybe this one 80 sheets, if my memory serves me correctly. But you can tell I've reused some of these by peeling off the labels. So depending on how many sheets you have in your collection, like this one is just my font that I have, so I don't need a whole 1 inch album. This one is my Laurel Denise kits, which I've used some of them, but that's okay. I save them and use my leftovers, but I'll just flip through so you can see some of those Laurel Denise kits. I actually use a Laurel Denise planner for work, so I don't always use a ton of stickers in that one, but I do like having a few options on hand. And then I'm going to use these labels from that Nimbot printer again for the spine and the cover. We're only 9 minutes in, so we're doing better than I thought. Okay, this is a larger chunk of my collection. These are what I call Doodles 1, 2, and 3. I have 3 albums, obviously, for those, and I'm not changing the label. Let me just flip through here because I think that a lot of you like looking through the stickers as well. If you see something that you like, you can always try to pause the screen and get this number off the top. However, I think that a lot of these have outdated numbers at the top. And I think maybe some of these are actually a doodle now versus the S and then the number. But if you can't find it on the website, you can always email Kate and she can probably try to search and work her PlannerKate magic. I don't know how that works on the back end, but I'm sure she has files saved, and then you can just tell her what you're looking for and we can do it that way. Or if you can describe them well enough for me in the comments, I would be happy to try to find the updated version on the PlannerKate website for you. If they're not on the PlannerKate website, that means they were retired. But again, she'll often bring back retired stickers or do like a custom order for you. So don't hesitate to email her. That is kate@plannerkate.com. So there's my first doodle album. And a lot of these, if you didn't catch that, came in colored versions and black and white. And I tried to put the colors first with the matching black and white on the back. I'm going to fast forward you now, but let's go ahead and flip through the next album here of Doodles. Okay, moving on. This is another new clear album, and you can see it just has one sheet in it. So one of the other things that helps me is kind of thinking in advance. So Erin Condrin changed the color of their green for December, and Kate has started updating her Erin Condrin colorway sheets. And there are some new releases like this style label that I didn't have. So I just started an album. I just have this one sheet, but if I see others that I think I need from Kate in the new updated colorway or a new format, I can order those and then they'll have a place when they get to my desk. So I don't know if I did a label for that yet or not. I did not. So that's okay. We've got that one ready. And at some point I'll add a label. This is another album that I'll just flip through for you. I am not changing the label on this one. This is PK Dash. So these are all my Dash stickers. Let me go ahead and flip through those real quick. This next one is a disc album. At one point, Kate had these colored discs. I don't think she makes those anymore, but it doesn't matter, like colored or clear, the function is still the same. So when Kate first came out with journaling kits, I was sorting them all by journaling kit sheet. So everything in here is a journaling kit, even if it's been partially used. So let me go ahead and flip through here. You can take a look at these. I haven't been sorting them out by journaling kit anymore. Here at the end of the video, I'm going to show you what I have out on my desk every day, kind of three main things. And my journaling kits for the year are in there as well. So all of these sheets are like older sheets from a couple of years ago when she first came out with journaling kits. But I just wanted them in a separate binder. All right, so that is journaling kits. I used this little album today. This has all of my R scripts in it. So again, not a whole lot in this specific collection from me. I'll have to see if she has any additional ones that I need to purchase, but since it's not as many sheets as some of my other collections, I do just have this one in the PlannerKate Rainbow and in just a 1/2" album. But I did print, I think, yeah, R scripts, one of these labels off of my Nimbot printer. All right, another smaller album. You can tell this is one that's been beat up a little bit, but it still works and protects my stickers, so I probably won't replace it. But this is my font. So I have my own custom font that I made, and it is available only at PlannerKate. It is called Happy Place, and I still can't believe that I have a font, number one, and number two, that Kate, my sticker queen, has my font in her shop. So humbling. So if you like my handwriting and want my font as a sticker, you can search Happy Place on the website. But I do have a label for that, again from the Nimbot, so the smaller of the label options. And again, in a 1/2" album. This is another 1/2" album, and I have just some stickers that I thought would work or are made specifically for the Hobonichi Weeks. Of course, you can use these in any planner, but when I purchased them, I was in the Hobonichi Weeks using these smaller stickers. So I have regular stickers in the front and then just a few kits left over here in the back. So again, tried to keep all my Hobonichi Weeks kits together. And I think I have a label. I'm getting down to my last few that I had prepped. Okay, next up, I have my PlannerKate Vault kits. So every Friday she releases a kit that was already released in the past, and she puts on there like the kit that it was originally numbered. So this was her very first Vault kit ever, FTV 100, which is just basically a clone of the original mini kit 235. And I had been putting all of them in this disc bound album, and then for some reason I think I couldn't find this, which is why I need to have things labeled. But I have some more Vault kits in this 1/2" album, so I'm going to take the time real quick to just slip these out of the album, and then I'm going to put them in the disc album / binder, and then I'll have all of my Vault kits in one location. So this will go back in that bin that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Now that it's empty, I can save it for something else. All right, let me get these put in. And the nice thing about the Vault kits is that they're one of the only kits that you can purchase as a bundle. They have the same sheets every single time, and if you like all of the sheets that come, you can just purchase the whole bundle instead of having to add individual sheets to your cart. She does have it though. If you just know you want one specific sheet, you can order that separately, but I usually just go for the whole bundle. All right, vault kits are done, and this is already labeled. This is with the Kodak Memo shot, so the larger label. If you are like me and you store things on a shelf, this might be a little bit harder to see because you obviously can't put a label on the discs, so no spine label. But the good thing about this method versus the albums is that you can move it around or just take certain sheets off and on very quickly because these pop off and on the discs, so you can rearrange. And I feel like they hold a little bit more. So if you have a lot of sheets that you want to put together in a collection, you might consider the discs. And the discs come in different sizes. So the bigger discs obviously hold more. I did do a separate video just over the disc albums because I know they can be maybe a little hard to understand or intimidating by having all the options that Kate has. So I'll try to link that video as well if you just want to know about the disc albums. Just a couple more here to go. I'm just going to pause on this one. These are my scripts, and as you can see, I have them in two different things as well. So back in the day, the only thing that I had for sticker organization were these 3-ring binders. Kate does sell 3-ring binders now, and I had purchased my own dividers like at Target or something. And this is my script binder. So a lot of these scripts are old scripts or aren't even offered anymore. But again, I don't like to get rid of anything. So my older scripts are in this binder. My newer scripts, like the KF scripts, the type font, the Jack font, and the MS scripts, are all in here. I think at some point I will probably see if these will fit in this 3-ring binder. That way I only have one book of scripts, so to speak. But this is pretty full, so I don't know if that is doable. So I'm kind of pausing on what to do there. But I'm going to keep them together like this. Last up are specific colorways. So I have 2 disc albums going already. This one is the Plum Modern and Moxy Life colorway. This one are the old Aaron Condrin colorways. I can kind of flip through both of them for you, but it kind of inspired me to do something different. Oh, I have this backwards. Oh, that's why. I'm going to switch these. That's better. Now the labels on the front. So Plum Modern and Moxy Life, I will flip through here for you quickly. But as I was looking at this, I'm like, yes, this is why I put the colorways together. I think this first one is the maybe Moxy Life, I think, colorway. So if you are a Moxy Life user, she does have specific sheets that match that. But I have started collecting a lot of the PlannerKate Earth colorway. And I'm like, yes, I liked that these were all in the same sort of system, where my other stickers are in the albums and these are in the discs for the most part. So I'm going to start a binder or a disc album for my Earth stickers here with you guys. But let me finish flipping through here. So now we're in to the Plum Paper Modern colorway. I think this is such a pretty colorway. So I know there are a lot of Plum Paper users out there. If you do the Plum Paper colorful option, these will work perfectly. Empty sleeve, I can take that out. All right. Let's flip through the Aaron Condrin colorways just very quickly, and then I'm going to set up my new Earth disc album with you. So she does also have dividers that you can purchase for the disc album. So I had started to sort of label some of them. This is made with that Kodak Memo shot that just says Erin Condrin colorways. She did an abstract line. I just have a few little sheets of that. This was actually color blends, so I only had one sheet. And then, I don't know, these might have been In Bloom or Wildflowers. They're kind of labeled at the top. So I'll flip through here, but with Erin Condrin, they kind of update their floral every year, but they tend to be very similar colorways, and I think that they work well together. Like this Old Harmony Colorful and Harmony Neutral, they work so well with the In Bloom colorway. That's why I put them all in one disc album together. That way, when I'm sitting down to plan, I have stickers that kind of color coordinate, even if they're not the exact match or the exact same colorway. They are close enough for me. So it's just kind of how my brain works. So all of those kind of floral colors from Erin Condrin from over the years are in this. All right, so since I saw all my colorways were in discs, I thought I need to probably do something with my PlannerKate Earth colorway. You can see I have run out of sleeves. I have new stickers in and I don't have enough sleeves. So again, when that happens, one of the better options is to use the disc album, because then I can put more together, if that makes sense. So off screen, I think I will open this up. Actually, I'll do that part with you, but I'll take all of these out. You don't need to see that part. So let's open this up real quick. So you can see right away, this is how it comes. You can buy these as bundles. So you get the discs, you get the two covers, or the front and the back cover with the PlannerKate logo, and then several sheets of protectors in the middle. The first thing I'm going to do is take this apart if I have larger discs. So I need to go back to that bin that I showed you at the beginning of the video and see what size discs I have available, and then I'll be right back. So you can also buy these sheet protectors separately if you just need refills, and I think you can still get the discs separately. I have this set of 32 millimeter, which are bigger, so I'm going to swap those out real quick. All right, so that part is done, and then I can grab my inserts and put those back in. Okay, let's go ahead and get these in. I did take these all out of the album that they were in, so we should be able to put them in pretty quickly. At one point I did have them sorted by number, so 1 through, it looks like 78 or so. So I'm gonna start in the back of this instead of the front. But again, the nice thing about these disc albums is that if you get more stickers in, let's say I didn't order sheet 23 for some reason, and then I decide I need it later, I can just move 2 sheets around versus having to take everything out of an album and shuffle them around, if that makes sense. And these aren't going to be perfect, but you get the idea. So I'm going to speed you up. Let me put all of these in, and then we will chat about the ins and outs of having this many stickers, or maybe tips for how you can better use the stickers. I know for me, 90% of it, like I said, is organization. If I can't find what I need right when I need it, I get a little bit frustrated. So hopefully this will keep my stickers a little bit more organized and ready for me to use, so that I don't just let them sit, because that's no good. We need to use the stickers. I did have to grab just a few more of these sheets that I purchased separately to finish this up so I had enough sleeves, but just like a little organization tip for how my brain works, at least, if I do things by colorway like I'm doing now, I typically put my transparent stickers up front. That way I don't have to search through the whole binder just to find the transparent stickers. So these first two sleeves will be the transparent squares and the transparent circles. And then the other nice thing is that you can use different size sheets on the same discs. So these last few sheets that I have left are her smaller sticker sheets, and I have these smaller disc album sheets, and they can go in here too. So I'll put those in front of my transparent stickers because they are the smaller sheet. So I have these that go in the bold script, put those on the wrong thing. Wrong album here, but then I have these no school stickers, and then some of the months of the year labels, and since they're small enough, they'll fit in this smaller size sheet protector, and those can go up front. And those don't go in here either because they are not this colorway. They are in my black colorway script binder. Okay, so that's the last two in here. So that wraps up my PlannerKate Earth. I feel better now they all fit instead of being half in and half out of the album. And then I did print this off from my Kodak Memo shot. So I'll go ahead and put that up here. And then this can go with my other two colorway disc albums on my shelf. And I'll be able to find those very easily since they're all in the same sort of organizational method. I'm going to wrap up with how I store my kit leftovers and just kind of what I use every day. So most of those albums and disc albums I just showed you stay on my cubes or shelves, and I pull them as I need them. The exception to that is this favorites binder, which again, I flipped through and updated, and I also picked my top 10 sheets, and I'll link that video for you as well. But this one stays on my desk just because these are the stickers that I use typically, you know, every planning session. So that's in a binder. And then I have those ones that I take on the go, which is in this album. So I just feel like this is a little more portable than the binder. So the binder stays at home, and then just the stickers I'm gonna need while I'm at work or at the library or sitting at a practice, that sort of thing, goes in this. And then this is how I have been storing my kits. So I do use a lot of kits for each week, and this year's stickers all start with the 700 number. So my first kit in here is kit 701. And then I just work my way back here. I did use a couple of different, I used a vault kit and some older kits from like 3 years ago. So those are kind of in a different direction. But for the most part, all of my kit stickers are right here. And then I do have this last disc album in there. Kate always sends me the new releases or reformats for the year. So this whole thing is kit 700, and it's every sticker sheet that Kate offers for like Laurel, Denise, Hobonichi, Plum paper, Moxy Life, Condrin, like literally every kit sheet. And I always do a testing video for her for that, or curious about all of the different sheets that she offers for kits. I'll link that video for you too, but I just keep them in here for reference in case someone has questions. I can pull and do like a measurement or size comparison. But that just goes in the back of my of my current kits. Kind of keeps all my stickers standing upright as well without getting all bent. And then this kit stays on one of my desk shelves. So I have that whole basket there. Okay, guys, I think that is it. That was a lot of stickers, but you guys really enjoyed my We Listen and We Don't Judge episode 1. So now you can see the totality of my PlannerKate obsession, I guess. It has been going on since 2014, so I've collected quite a few stickers, but like I said, I want to keep them organized and use them. So hopefully this video was helpful for you and your PlannerKate organization, or just fun to sit and look at stickers. That's always fun too, right? Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you back next time.